Section 4. Designing activities in Moodle. In this section, we're going to take a look at exploring solitary or intrapersonal activities, designing a solitary or intrapersonal activity, exploring social or interpersonal activities, choosing a social or interpersonal activity and uploading content to it, adding new users and enrolling them in both activities. We move to the first video of this section that deals with exploring solitary or intrapersonal activities. In this video, we're going to take a look at assignment, choice, feedback, glossary, lesson, and quiz. We enter our Moodle course and we choose a course, in this case, activities in Moodle. We are going to click on Turn Editing On so as to enable us to add an activity or resource. In this case, we are dealing with activities, so we are going to explore them in this section of the course. We scroll down to choose the topic where we want to add the activity. In this case, we are going to explore the activity, not to add one. So we click on Add an activity or resource. The first activity that we have is a solitary activity, which is an assignment in which teacher asks students to upload different types of files. So we can also ask them to upload the file several times. We have to set it up when designing the assignment activity. Another single activity that we have is the choice. The choice can be used both to poll students, to make a test for students, and we can also have the possibility to publish the students' result in an anonymous way. So after publishing, we can also add another type of activity related to it. It all depends on the creativity of the teacher. The other activity that we can use in a solitary way for students to work on their own is the feedback. We have to ask the administrator to enable feedback activity in order to make it visible. So it also is possible to use feedback activity for guest participants in order to make some kind of poll or survey about something. It is also very useful to get information about a specific topic. Another activity which has to be enabled to work for students on their own is the glossary. It is very useful for them to make lists of words such as dictionary, or if we are working in literature, to work with the description of the characters of a book. This is an example. Now, another activity for students to work on their own is the lesson if designed in such a way. The lesson can be designed in several ways, so we can design it in the way for students to work on their own and add activities for them to do it. Set up of activities for students to work on their own, in my opinion, which is the quiz. The quiz can be used for mini tests, for course exams, to deliver immediate feedback, and for self-assessment. It sometimes needs to design activities for students to work on their own, and we sometimes need activities for students to work with their partners. So we have to think what type of activity we need to add to the course and why and how we need our students to work.